Hey there, kids. So this is my second time recording this because the first time ended up being like 15 minutes long because I talk way too goddamn much. So we're just gonna get straight into it. This is a Wishy-Washy team. Wishy-Washy is pretty cool. I like Wishy-Washy. This Wishy-Washy is special protect leftovers with flip turn for momentum, which does better than you think it does. I don't think anyone actually knows how schooling like works. Basically, it just turns Wishy-Washy into like a good Pokemon as soon as it hits the field, but it doesn't deactivate after you like immediately after you get below 25% health. You actually don't turn back into a bad Pokemon until the end of the turn. So even though Wishy-Washy is slower than everything, if you like get hit below 25, you won't revert back into the single form Wishy-Washy until you like after you've had the chance to hit things with the big Wishy-Washy stats. Uh, the other five Pokemon are just like three more slow, bulky attackers. A Cresselia to Lunar Dance the Wishy-Washy or whatever else I need to win the game back up to full so that it can be bulky and attack things, and probably set up Trick Room before it does that to just give them a little extra leeway. And then a Landorus because it's an OU team. You gotta have a Landorus. So this is the game where Wishy-Washy ostensibly does like the least, but it's still a cool game, so it gets to go in the video. I lead with my Landorus because I'm pretty sure that's what you're like supposed to do with it. Uh, and then I totally sack it on purpose for the totally necessary turn one Rocky Helmet chip on the Bandit Urshifu. Totally necessary. Totally wasn't just like a massive misplay on my part. Uh, I bring in Melmetal because I'm like positive he's going to Toxic, and I don't want my Bayonet poisoned because I'm probably going to have to Healing Wish something else. But then he starts going for Scald, so I switch into Terrapagos because I don't want my Melmetal to get burned. Because the goal of every game was to just put Wishy-Washy in a position where it could sweep, which never really happened. Uh, but it did mean that I kind of played in a way where I was saving my Healing Wish for that, uh, which kind of just ended up making it so that everything needed to be Healing Wished by the end of a game. But it did also usually mean that everything was still alive to Healing Wish, so I guess it worked out. I do get the incredible read on the Zapdos Roost here, but that's only because in the game I played before this one, I sat there for like 6 turns just letting it roost for free. In this like exact situation, I just kind of like let it roost like 6 times. Because my goal was to just stall out the roost PP, and then I remembered I could just hit it. And then I throw my whole goddamn team away to this Gartana, uh, which I switched to uh, Bayonet because I thought it might be like choiced into Sacred Sword, and then I switched into Wishy-Washy because I was like panicking mostly. I do pull myself together to get the epic Trick Room sweep with Terrapagos, which Terrapagos is a stupid Pokemon. I think having like multi-scale, except it works on multi-hit moves, and then also no drawbacks stab Draco Meteor is stupid. The double burn there looks really lucky, but given that I was at full health and still had Terra Shell, it didn't really matter. Like, I would have had less health, but I still would have survived on like 5% or something, given the rolls that he got. So I lead with Terrapagos here because at some point I figured out that like nothing 1v1s a full health specs Terrapagos. I do get my specs knocked off here, which is kind of bad because it means that instead of doing like 60% to everything, it does like 40% to everything. But it does mean that I can now make like full use of Terrapagos' like stupid learn set. Why does Terrapagos learn like every move in the game? It learns like every good move in the whole game. We both play the Landorus game. I just stay in because I figure he's going to defog, and I want to keep my Landorus in so that I can set the rocks back up when he inevitably switches out. Because all Landorus does is just like click rocks, U-turn, and defog. No Landorus has ever like clicked Earthquake unless they had no better option. This double gives me like a weird amount of trouble. Like, it was never at any point like really like threatening to my team, but like positioning around it so that I don't take unnecessary damage was kind of annoying. Mega Bayonet comes in, and I don't know, I guess he was just like too goated in the Tyrantrum video because he really kind of flubs it here. The Alomomola sits there, does Alomomola things. I switch out because I figure he's either going to protect or switch into something else, which he does. I don't know why he like wished the Heatran there. I would have chosen something else on his team. But it's fine. It's better for me, I guess. I flipped him out because he's still got 2 Water-type Pokemon, and I know that Wishy-Washy isn't going to be able to do anything while those are alive. Thunder Punch Melmetal is great. It does just enough to Alomomola where, like, they think they're safe, but you still KO them. And honestly, I've just missed Melmetal so much. He's great. We love him. I did leave him in there because I totally thought that the Assault Vest would be enough to take that eruption. It was not. So this is the point in the game where, like, Wishy-Washy is pretty set up to do its thing. I do switch out of the Azumarill here to, like, just burn it because, again, Wishy-Washy really struggles to deal with water types. The Belly Drum here is actually pretty good because I thought I could Encore, but it turns out you can't Encore it into Z Belly Drum. I actually didn't know it used Z Belly Drum. I think I like wasn't looking at the screen when that happened. I was playing these games at like work on my phone, so I probably just got distracted by something. It does kill the Cresselia before I can actually like do the cool Cresselia things. So I have to play this little game right here to get Wishy-Washy in a position where it can protect enough times to get enough health back to deal with the Landorus and the Heatran. I don't know why he was so insistent on defogging away the rocks, because it's not like Heatran was going to switch in more than one time, but I guess he really just wanted that eruption at as high power as it could get, because I think this was probably Scarf Heatran. We do miss the first Hydro Pump, but Wishy-Washy has just enough health to survive after a few turns of leftovers to win the game. It probably wasn't like that important that I win this game with Wishy-Washy, but I wanted to have one game for the video where Wishy-Washy was undisputably the thing that won the game. But we did have Terrapagos in the back that was probably healthy enough to maybe survive an eruption and win. Maybe. Probably not, actually. It was poisoned. And only like 70%. Honestly, I don't think Terrapagos could have won this. I think Wishy-Washy actually was necessary. So, good on you, Wishy-Washy. You got one. Oh man, is that a Tyrantrum? In Generation 9 National Dex Overuse? That's so cool. I love Tyrantrum. I think someone should make a video about using Tyrantrum in Generation 9 Overused. National Dex Overused. I think that would be a really cool video. I think I would watch that video, and I would like that video and like comment on that video and then show that video to all of my friends. I think that would be really cool if that was a thing that existed. Fuck, I forgot to turn the sound on last my eardrums out. I lead with Wishy-Washy because I just wanted to look at Wishy-Washy as fast as possible. And I did just flip turn out into the actual good Pokemon on the team, the better Wishy-Washy. He uses Taunt, I think, because he thought I was going to Calm Mind, because I think that's like the most common set. But we just get to click the funny button for a couple turns, which is great. I love Terrapagos and his stupid button. It's a great button. Look at that. Oh my. Terrapagos might be a little fucked up and evil, actually. We do finally go down here because of that special defense drop that I totally didn't just like forget about and assume I would not die. Bayonet gets like blasted by a Supersonic Sky Strike because I always forget Z moves are a thing in this. Which you can tell because there aren't any on my team, and there probably maybe should have been. I probably should have had one on the Landorus or something. He does switch the Tyrantrum into a Moonblast, which is just unfortunate. I think he probably assumed it was going to be like a Psychic or something, and he could handle it. But this Cresselia does not have Psychic, and I definitely switched it into way too many things because I thought it did. You could bring Wishy-Washy in here to click the button that kills things. We are now just like stuck with the shitty Wishy-Washy until it dies because he did knock my leftovers. But it does manage to dodge a Hurricane and Ice Beam the Zapdos for honestly more than I thought it would do. And this is that game I was talking about earlier where I just let the Zapdos roost a bunch of times. So I guess you get to watch that now. Isn't that fun? So much fun. This is peak gameplay right here, honestly. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. There we go. Great job, Melmetal. So there you go. There's Wishy-Washy. I like Wishy-Washy. It's fun. It's a fun idea for a Pokemon. Sort of an evolution on the age-old concept of a Pokemon that's just like 3 guys. This one's like 100 guys. 103 guys, maybe, even. Pretty cool. Pretty cool guy. I like him. I do also really like Terrapagos now. which I didn't before. I thought Terrapagos was just kind of, like he's a turtle. That's cool. I like turtles. Whatever they're doing with him in the show seems neat. I am pretty far behind on it though. Cresselia's cool. Lunar Dance is a fun move. I really like Lunar Dance. Trick Room is also pretty cool. Melmetal's cool. Mega Bayonet's cool. Landorus isn't cool. Landorus is a fucking poser. Like Landorus is just here because he has to be. If Landorus didn't have to be, I'd probably still use him because he's still like really good, but he's not cool.